Mark McLean. The shave of the day, you bet. But first, got to finish a little bit of stropping. Going to be using a straight razor today. This one, the 9/8's, the biggin', oh yeah, by Silverloaf Custom Razors. Look how thick that thing is. Can you see that? Wow. I will give you hopefully a little better view of that later on. I've had a pot of coffee today, so I'm a little trembly. That's a great time to use a straight razor, I always say. I've already ran through both sides of the chromium oxide and the iron oxide substrates, the pastes on the canvas side, and I'm just finishing up. I've already done the leather, but just want to make about 10 strokes on the leather. Can you see that okay, guys? I hope so. Anyway, just a couple more. 3, 4, and 5. And now I'll check it. Just run it across the top parts of the hairs, and it clips them like a hedge trimmer. And I've got all kinds of little hairs lying on top. I don't know if you can see. There you go. That's how I tell. I don't go all the way down to the skin. I just top the tops of the hairs, just like mowing, you know. Thank you guys. I appreciate you being here. And I'm Mark McLean. The shave of the day is always awesome in my opinion. But first we start out with the EDC of the day, which stands for Everyday Carry. That one. Yeah, look at this box though. Serious. I found it at a truck stop. I don't recall where we were. Somewhere between the Carolinas and here in Kentucky. And it was at a truck stop. And I thought, wow, that's an awesome box. It has keys that go with it. And I said, I can convert that. It's a sunglasses holder. I can convert that to a knife holder. So I took out the insides and put some egg crating, foam rubber egg crating. And now I've got an awesome knife box. What knife is being carried today is my EDC. Wow, Pio, look at that, look at that. ADV Tactical, Andre de Villiers. He custom designed and made this specifically for me. This is the prototype #1. Look at all that intricate file work he did. Man, excellent job. And carbon fiber here on half scale, opposite side. Sweet titanium, of course. We got the Timascus Clip. Look at those beautiful colors in that Timascus. Oh, wow. He spent like a week working on this alone, just making the clip, which is beautiful, I think. There you see the information right there. Prototype #1, Invader ADV. And how do I know it's #1? Because there wasn't one before this. I actually got the opportunity to help him design the blade. He let me, and he's an awesome guy. If you look inside there, I think you can see it where it says, there you go. Yeah. That says first custom Invader. And he has made several beautiful Invaders since. And if you'd like more information, I think the wait time on any custom knives from Andre right now stand, at last check he told me they stand at about 2.5 years. So 2.5 year waiting time if you want one. But it's well worth the wait. Operates on ball bearings. And this blade is a combination of 2 different blade styles that he made that I sort of got the idea to put them together, and we came up with one sweet blade. Look at that. I love it. And it sort of reminds me of the state of Kentucky and how it's shaped, you know, sort of weird. But it's like a sheep's foot that's been redesigned somewhat to a simulated upside down Tanto, I guess. Anyway, it has to have a sweet lanyard to go with it, of course, and that's the one that I had custom made just for this knife. Not from Andre, though. All right, moving right along, I will get on with the shave of the day. There you go. I have my pre-shave oil on already. Today I'm using Clubman Pinot's Classic Beard Oil. This is just straight up beard oil. What can I say? That's what it's designed for, to soften your beard, to make it smell nice. But it makes a great pre-shave oil to put on your face, to make a layer between your face or your skin and, of course, the blade, which is a big honker. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful Kieranite scales on this thing, and a big 9/8 size hunk of steel. Look how thick that is. I'm serious, it's awesome. Got a nice big old monkey's tail on it. Silver Loaf Custom Razors. Yeah, Morgan is his name, and he custom made this one just for me. Did a great job. My wife got this for my birthday a year ago, August 19th, and took almost a year to get it, but it was worth the wait. The shaving brush I'm using today is a really sweet brush, Silvertip Badger, and ebony wood, hand-turned artisan brush from Dennis Colucchio in upstate New York, Cherry Valley, and he did that himself for me. I like it. And the soap I'm using today is from Monica Gillum, Yulay Soap of the Gods. And how do you pronounce that? Breis. That is pronounced, I would say Breis, but that's not how they pronounce it. They pronounce it Briseis. Briseis. That's a Greek goddess, Briseis. In fact, I did a little research to tell you a little bit about it. Just a small portion, I won't bore you. But it says Briseis played a great role in the Trojan War because she was the reason that Achilles refused to fight with the Greeks after his anger with the king Agamemnon. He goes on to say that Briseis caused a lot of anger to Achilles, and therefore he refused to fight. The episode was one of the most significant one of the Trojan War because it caused the death of his best friend, Patroclus, by Hector when he tried to imitate Achilles wearing his armor. He pissed him off. "You don't go around wearing my armor," and that's what he said. I think it was almost a quote. For those of you just curious enough, the Yulay Soap of the Gods website, that is what they show as the new label for Braceus, or Brace. How did I say that? Braces. How the hell did I say that? Briseis. That's it, Briseis. Anyway, that's the label, and this is the one that's on the soap that I got. This was a gift to me, I'll be honest, and up front from Monica. She gave it to me to try and to let my wife have it, because my wife likes good smelling stuff, number one, and she is an official wet shaver, number two, and I've broken the little pieces around there, but the little florets, and it smells nice. This is actually a woman's soap, but I want to try it. It doesn't smell too feminine or anything like that a guy can't use it. It really is nice. They say it's an island delight that's infused with coconuts and jasmine, and right off the bat I smell the coconuts, and I like coconuts, so that's why I'm using it. I think is a good enough reason for me, at least. It says Yulay makes a croap shaving soap. Like it's not a cream, nor is it a hard puck. It's in between soft and hard. A croap, I guess. Anyway, it whips up into a yogurt-like cream, they say, lather in just a few minutes, giving a rich and creamy protective lather with a skin protective loaded with enriched vitamins and amino acids. And I'm wanting something to protect my skin because I'm using a straight razor today. It's been a while since I've had the opportunity to shave with a straight razor, so I'm looking forward to that. It's only been, let's see, well, one day. This is a one-day shave. But I only did a 2-pass shave with my double-edged razor, so Therefore, it's about ready again. This is my bowl that I'm using today. Of course, it's my favorite. I've got a couple, but this is it. This is my favorite, my Paul Revere style. Taking just a piece of that floret chunk, and I like to sort of push it into the confines of the little corner roundings in the bottom of the bowl. See? That's probably enough, but I'm going to put an entire floret inside and just try that out, see how I like it. And the wife has not had the opportunity to use this soap yet. I mean, I'm just now opening it up, but making sure I have enough pre-shave oil on my face. That's one thing about this stuff. It does go in and is absorbed by your skin. So if you are using a beard oil, keep that in mind, that there's a distinct possibility that the pre-shave oil you're using could actually absorb into your skin by the time you are around to using it. So you don't want that happening. If you talk a lot, you may want to recoat, like I'm doing. It really helps to soften your beard, though, and that's a good thing. And soften your skin, which should allow the whiskers to be sheared off a lot easier. I know I was watching one of my buddies on YouTube just yesterday, I believe it was, and he is with Straight Razor Revolution on YouTube, so look him up if you get the chance. And in his video where he's talking about his new Alvin Burgess beautiful shave brush he just got it in, and it looks fantastic. Anyway, he was talking a little bit about the pre-shave oil and how it, is hard to get off your hands, especially if you're going to be shaving with a straight razor. Well, I like to do this, and this is a good tip. Some of you other guys may notice the same problem. If that's true, then you may want to try this. Dawn dishwashing liquid is something that emulsifies. In other words, it removes the oil. So you can actually take a cup of water, and you can put a little salt and a little pepper in it, and then you can take a drop of that on your finger and stick your finger in the center, and all the black pepper will go to the side immediately. That's a little trick. Try it out to see what I'm talking about. Then you'll get the idea of how an emollient works, or how in Dawn dishwashing liquid, how it works. But that stuff takes away and separates the oil, removing that slickness and a lot of this pre-shave oils have a lot of high viscosity, so therefore you're going to have some really slippery hands or fingers if you don't get rid of it. So I like to keep, when I shave, and I use pre-shave all the time, I don't shave without pre-shave oil. So I keep some of that hand soap, dishwashing liquid. Dawn is the brand. I use that in the bathroom just specifically for slapping a little bit on my hands and rubbing it, and rinse it right off. It's gone that fast. It does an excellent job. You may want to try that for future reference, okay? All right, moving right along, let's get into this shave and see what damage we can do, okay? I don't mean that. We don't need damage, do we? Nope. I've got to wet my brush. This was one of the earlier Silvertip Badger brushes that I ever scored from Dennis Coluccio, and when I got it, I was just amazed, simply amazed, because of the fact that number one, I don't think I'd ever had a Silvertip Badger brush prior to that, and I'd only used boar bristles and synthetics. So just putting a little bit of water in here, and I should be able to stir up a good lather, doing a face lather today with this brush. But I want a good mix up, so I'm just going to mix it up in the bowl, because I am striving for the major lather that I know Monica Gillum with Van Yulay's Soap of the Gods is capable of bringing. I know that. I have used her products many times. As far as this particular one goes, seemingly very thirsty, but it lathered right up. And the scent, I can get that coconut going. Now the jasmine is actually starting to come out. I believe that was the other ingredient, sort of a flowery smell. That's the jasmine, I believe. So I'm really thinking my wife is going to love this. Speaking of the wife, she has already had to have blood work this morning, and she's got a doctor's appointment coming up later today too. I, on the other hand, have 2 doctor's appointments. Oh man, so many times having to go to the doctors, it just kills me. I'm not really fond of doctors. After 19 surgeries, I don't think you would be either, right? All right, look at this. Ooh, wow. That is amazing. I really like the coconut. And if you are a big coconut fan, or maybe you're a jasmine fan, it doesn't really smell that strong. So it's not something that, if you're not a jasmine or coconut fan, it's not something that you're going to say, oh wow, I smell like jasmine. It's not that at all, not that way at all. Monica is a really special person. I'm not going to lie about that. She is a great friend. She's been very nice to me and helped me in many ways. And if this weren't a good soap, then I'll be honest, I probably wouldn't use it, because I wouldn't want to have to say anything bad about her. You know what I'm saying? I'm being as honest as possible about this. In other words, if I hadn't already checked out the test lather on this, and I didn't already know what the soap was capable of doing, then I probably wouldn't be using it on a video. It's just like my mom always used to say, you know, choose your battles. And it's not that it's a battle or anything like that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that I'm selective enough to use something that I know is going to work from her, because of the fact that if it was subpar, and I thought it was subpar, or wasn't the quality that I wanted, then I wouldn't want to have to talk about it negatively. So therefore, I would just refrain from using it. Does that make sense? That's the kind of person I am. I already knew that the soap was going to perform because I tried it, test tried it. The scent was already a 2 thumbs up because I love the coconut. Not so much of a fan of jasmine, to be perfectly honest. But like I said, the jasmine is not so overpowering and strong that you're going to say, oh, I smell like jasmine. I hope that makes sense to you guys. In other words, I'm not going to do a soap review if it's something that's really sucking, you know? I prefer to be a positive person, a positive light to the soap and wet shaving community. I want to be a positive influence to you guys. I don't want to be a negative influence, but if by chance it was a soap that I had tried, or rather had not tried, if it were a soap I had not tried, and say it wasn't a friend of mine, it wasn't someone I didn't know, just somebody new to the market, and I thought that it needed to be tried out publicly and just to see if it's going to be a quality test soap, I would probably go ahead and do that. I would run the test on that one and record it as is and let the chips fall where they may. But I'm not going to do that to a friend. So Mom said if you can't say something good about somebody, then don't say nothing at all. So that's what I'm saying in essence. I wouldn't do the review if I thought it sucked. Perfectly honest. Makes sense to me. Hope so to you. You want to get under the piece of my ear hangy thingy that holds the glasses on my head? What are those called? I guess ear handles. I don't know. I used to know, but I've aged since then. I'm 55 now. No, that's not old. I like this razor because it's got a shoulderless blade there. You see what I'm talking about? Shoulderless. It doesn't hang down and get in your way. Gosh, that's a big old towel. I think I could have chosen a beach towel. Okay, I'm just wiping away from the blade. Just away from the blade. Wiping down a layer here so I can check the beard line. I want to check that. All right. Trims up right. Nice. Got more on my glasses, I think, than I got on my face. Not really. Just joking. So, first part of the work week. How are you guys doing? Got a good week ahead? Share with me. Let me know what you guys do. And you may have to, capture off the little paragraph and continue down below. I don't mind. I know some people are different when it comes to comments and stuff like that. Some people say, well, you took up too much of my space. I'm not like that. The comment area is for comments, and I appreciate it. Good comments. The bad comments, if you have a problem with me, then you email me, and I'll swap phone numbers with you, and we can talk it out. I mean, I don't have any enemies, per se, that I know of that I feel they're enemies, unless they choose to be an enemy, and if that's the case, then that's their problem. I make a lot of friends. I care too much about people, unfortunately. But that's okay. That's me, and that's how I am, and you either like me or you don't. And if you don't, then more than likely it's because you had an issue with me. It's not because I had an issue with you. Yeah, I love a lot of people. I love everybody that I consider a friend. If I consider you my friend, then I love ya. Isn't it good, though, to maintain a good friendship with people? And I've got a lot of friends, just so many friends. It's hard to imagine. If I could tell you all the many friends I've got all across the internet. That's why I have so many different accounts. I mean, I'm in social media. One of my buddies said the other day, you're about like me. You're all over social media. I guess that's true. Not only do I have YouTube, and you can look me up on the accounts if you want. I also have Instagram, Facebook, of course, Twitter, Tumblr, Flickr. I have a Pinterest account too, so I even have a Snapchat. Yeah, I got a Snapchat. Oops, got it on my nose. So, if you guys would like to look me up, if you'd like to find out my address or my past name, code name, whatever, just try to look under Hunter Green Bro. as in brother, Hunter Green the color, and bro as in brother, Hunter Green bro. And you should be able to find me, I think. I'm on, let's see, I think all of my accounts start with that. But if you have any problems, notify me and I'll help you, okay? Today is Monday. I think it's the first time I've ever had my YouTube videos up to date, but I honestly spend probably too much time editing. I like to throw in the sound effects and get wacky with you guys and have fun, but that takes a little more effort and a lot more time. So I like this lather though. It is a very thirsty soap, I'll say that for you. And designed for women, maybe made for a woman, but great for a man. I know I like it, but I like coconut soap. I had a whole pot of coffee today, and I know I shouldn't if I'm going to shave with a straight razor. Especially one as big as this one. I don't know. I think I can control a larger one, a larger razor, much better than the short ones when it comes to straight razors. And I waited like a year for this razor, and I was glad it finally came in. Wasn't quite a year, but it was close. So, get the 2 doctor's appointments today. I'll be glad when I'm finished with those. One is my doctor for my back, my pain management, all that stuff. And the other one is my eye doctor. If you recall, I had an ulceration on the cornea. Remember that? Yeah, it was really a pain, but it still comes up with a few issues here and there that I have to worry about. So get a little bit of a revisit, I guess you'd say, from time to time. With the infection coming back, and that's a pain. The pain in the Watusi, or the butt, whatever you want to call it. So I started having a little oculary problems. In other words, vision problems. I started getting a little fuzzy in my right eye, and that's one of the symptoms. So I called up the doctors on Friday and told them, and they said, come in Monday. So, oh man, I figured always something, you know? Doing the upward pass right now on my cheeks. said the other day, and I meant it, I said some of the best shaves that I've gotten, not always, but some of the best shaves I've gotten have been with a straight razor. Just wiped all the soap off my neck with a towel, pulling down the skin. But it's very important to keep your skin taut and, really tight. Stretch it good. You can stretch it into shape. That was a song, wasn't it? I think I changed the wording. I don't know why I'm recoding because I'm done. I just, I guess, wanted to check things out. So, no sense in continuing the coding. Just checking. Wow, that's close. Close shave. Little spot right there, and that's it. Awesome. Get out the big Hog Daddy razor. They grow so weird, my beard, around the neck area. But that's okay. I have the time and the patience, and I definitely got the razor. So I'm not worried about it. I think my wife will love trying this soap. I really do think she'll like it. So, braces or braces. I know that's a weird one, isn't it? Just to make sure before we go any farther, we will make sure we get this right. Okay, how to pronounce, well, how to pronounce B-R-E-I-S-I-S, braces, I believe, but I may be wrong. We'll find out, and that way we'll know. Here we go.
PronounceNames.com.
PronounceNames.com, all right? Brisays, that's it. Brisays. What you be says? I don't be says nothing, man. Going to put on my aftershave right now. Vintage bottle. Yes, that says Pinode right there. Paris on the bottom. That's the Clubman Pinode's insignia, their logo. And this is then the original label, or what's left of it, from Hygiene Deate Eau de Quinine. Eau de Quinine. It was a quinine tonic. Tonic spelled T-O-N-I-Q-U-E. Isn't that magnificent, though? A vintage bottle like that. I love it. And some of my buddies in the wet shaving community got me hooked on these bottles. Oh, wow. Jason Moore is one of the guys. And Jimmy Abbott and some others, Lee Powell, some awesome guys in the wet shaving community. And this is nice. That is Lucky Tiger Aspen. Lucky Tiger. Ooh. Yeah, it burns. It's got a little alcohol. Post-shave balm today, I'm using Beard Lube from Jack Black. Jack Black. Stuff is pretty decent, actually. It's got jojoba or jojoba, or however you want to say it, and eucalyptus. So not only am I already tingling from the effects of the hardcore alcohol, luxurious smelling vintage style scent. but now I've got the eucalyptus to give it sort of a menthol type feel and really chill me down, because I am chilling and chilling like a villain, because I just reached host status. What can you say? I just reached host status, and I'm all happy about that. Cheers, guys. Some Lipton green tea for you. Thank you for watching. I truly appreciate it. Don't forget to pay it forward when you get the opportunity, and I will do the same. Keep your fingers crossed and your legs as well, ladies. Take care, guys and gals. Peace. Shave of the day, okay? All right. Welcome in, guys, the shave of the day.